Hibbity hop, here comes the flop with Eden on hard mode. Oh, we got a horse. Look at that. We're a horsey horse. And we got the bag thing, the one where we take damage and drop all the stuff. We got a horse. Look at that. Guys, we started off with flying for once. Reasonable tier rate, reasonable damage. Everything's being so reasonable right now. Everything's being so reasonable. And the swallow penny, which is more interesting than the other one because the other one doesn't really do a whole lot. But look at that. Look how reasonable these things are that we're receiving at the start of this Binding of Isaac Rebirth video game run. Perfect. So very reasonable. I'm digging it. Okay, yeah, I'll dig that more. But still, a lot of cool stuff. Already 2 trinkets that drop on the first 2 rooms. That's fairly rare. Doesn't happen very often. The store credit allows us to get 1 free item from the shop. Seriously, this thing has shown up every single run since I've unlocked it. What the hell? I thought, like, it's so good, and it shows up every single time. It shows up every single time. Why? Why does an item that is that good show up that often? I don't think I've actually had a single run where it didn't show up since I've unlocked it. Not even a singular one. It genuinely drives me mad because I don't want it. I don't want the stupid thing. It's too much. I mean, I had God mode the previous run, I suppose, but still, I stand by the fact that that was a God mode that was unlike other God modes sometimes, because, well, for one, it was actual God mode, like, it was actually impossible to die, which doesn't happen very frequently, and the cursed skull was useful. Like, there was just a lot about it where nothing really made sense that run, so I'm gonna use that as a good enough excuse for me to keep going with that run. And damn it, baby, that's not so bad so far. It's so very reasonable. I don't really like that I took damage earlier on, but you know, what are you gonna do? Nothing I can do about it now. I took the damage. Nothing I can do about it. There's a tinted rock there, and I can fly over it with my cool little horsey horse. I could have looked for my secret room, but who knows where it is. I could have not gone into this room, but I love Envy. Envy is great. Envy's wonderful. Who doesn't love a good old batch of envy? Yeah? Just look at how many happy faces. I mean, he starts off quite happy, and then he becomes a little bit mad, and then he just feels a little bit, like, unemotional. Like, he just sort of goes, mm. He kind of looks like he just ate one of those Are You a Wizard pills. Only he did just, I mean, maybe he thinks he's a wizard, because he did split up into several parts of himself, and maybe it confused him somewhat, and now he has to rethink his whole life, knowing that there were about, what, like 16 people inside him all along. Gurglings? I mean, that's pretty fun. Horse! Yeah! Do some horse damage. How often do I get to do horse damage? Not that frequent. It's a good thing the bosses aren't actually that strong, and immediately I take damage upon saying those words, because these bosses are angry at me. Also, the demon baby's not really doing that good of a job. It doesn't shoot that often, and kind of making me mad. More evil. Getting a lot of evil this run. We got demon baby, we got safe spin, which gives us black heart and some other stuff. Quite a good item actually, but yeah, it's alright. Yeah, spider's good. Perfect. Now what do we want from this particular floor? I'm saying brimstone knife spoon bender. Like that's what I'm hoping to get on basement 2. And I think that's a reasonable thing to ask for. We're getting a lot of soul hearts again, which, you know, as per usual. 3 red chests, I'm almost certainly going to open that, but let's see if we can teleport out of that room after opening all those wonderful red chests first. We might get some sort of card, a star's card or something that allows us to go to a place we've not been before. Maybe a telepills pill. That could be telepills, who knows? Maybe that last red chest is going to take us to the double deal. Health up, looking good, looking nice, loving it. It's being very reasonable today, very reasonable. I could make a soundboard where I just say the word reasonable on various different, like, voices and volumes. And we could call it the Reasonable Soundboard by Gar. And everyone would be like, wow, that is the most reasonable soundboard I've ever heard. And everyone would agree. Everyone would agree. And that would be the entire joke. I've not really thought that one through. Like, I feel like there needs to be more to that soundboard before people start using the soundboard of various reasonableness, which is the most reasonable of soundboards. Because there's really not, I mean, the word reasonable is pretty fun to say over and over, but is it that fun to have someone else say over and over is the real question. Mushroom, we're gonna shoot all fast, like, deal a little bit less damage, but we shoot a little bit faster, so it's all good. One of these is not a shop. This one is. This one is a shop, guys. That one is a shop. In case it was unaware, Steves, that one was in fact a shop. This one isn't. We got, oh god, those spikes do, oh right, because I'm an idiot. That's what happened. Alright, we got a soul heart for our black heart. Yeah, let's not mess around with that room, because when we pick up one of those books, we lose our horse. And I think they're all books, and that's not so good. That's not so great, actually. I just took a lot of damage there. That's okay, though. It was intentional. It was to make the enemy feel secure, you see. Yeah? The enemies are now like, oh, that guy can't even survive if we don't attack him. We got this, and now I'm gonna be like, yo, but did you know I have a horse? Nyah! Look at how much damage that did to Pin. Pin is the ultimate weakness to horse fighting. Pin is the ultimate weakness to horse. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Pin is the ultimate weakness to horse fighting, and that's why it works so good. That's why it works so good. Krampus and his wonderful head giving us his head this great day today, which means we got small chance angel rooms. Maybe not, but we might get one. Curse the labyrinth, which means that's one less chance of a devil deal, but at least we got everything on one nice big floor now, so I suppose that's kind of cool. Now we get to experience the caves, or the catacombs, or whichever place we're currently at, in all its glory, in all its hugeness, unless we accidentally just run in the right direction and find our boss room immediately. But who knows, that might not happen. We might run in every wrong direction first, and wouldn't that be exciting? Wouldn't it be much? Look at that, we just explored our ways into a golden poop. Had we not gone the potentially wrong way, we would have missed out on that, quite frankly, ludicrous amount of coins from that singular golden poop. It may be a golden poop, but that's a lot of coins right there. That's like 21 coins or something. That's bastards. I think I'm cheating, guys. I think I might be using the cheats and the hacks all at once. How do you guys feel about that I'm using the cheats and the hacks? If you like that I'm cheating all the time, literally, press 1. And if you don't like that I'm literally cheating all the time, press 7. And if you don't like my use of the word literally, type in I literally cannot stand your use of the word literally whilst sitting down to make your point even clearer that you cannot stand due to my usage of the word literally. And then post a picture of yourself sitting while looking bemused at the screen with the part of the video where I'm saying this, whilst also having it be one of those wizard pictures that moves while you look at it, like basically a GIF, anime GIF, and you just like have voice in it as well somehow. If you could do that, that would be good. That would really get the point across, I think. So keep it up. Thank you. Shouldn't have bought that, but I'll buy that one. I'll buy this one too. All these great things. All these great things to buy. Oh, good. Rubber tipping. Just what I wanted with this wonderful bird. Man, I'm so happy now. At least we immediately get a room where it's actually quite useful to have Robo Baby 2.0, but still, I'd rather have almost every single other item that you can get out of an item room in the game. Game? Come on, game. Give me literally every other item except for that one. And then I'd have a lot of items, and that would make me quite happy. it is fairly unusual to get that many items out of a single item room, but it could happen. It's theoretically possible if you move some stuff around, you re-roll it a bit, so, you know, let it happen. Let it be. Let it be so. It would be amazing. Don't you want amazingness in this world? Binding of Isaac Rebirth, the video game, not the movie. There should be a movie based on this. It's very emotional. Once upon a time, there was a boy who cried everyone to death. It was quite hard, but everyone went with it, because it was a strange world that little Isaac lived in, or Eden, or whoever he decided to be at the time. There's a lot of potential possibilities of who this kid could have been, and they're all quite interesting in their own ways. But no one like Magdalene. She didn't move fast enough, and therefore she died. But everyone else, actually everyone else died too. Everyone else got like a really bad build, and it just didn't work out. Except for that one guy who got the stopwatch 10 times and was then really, really good at telling time. So good at telling time that time reversed and he was no longer stuck in the basement. And that little boy's name was Envy. And he lived happily ever after killing everyone. Hey, it's Pride. Look at that. How you doing, Pride? How's it going? Yeah, alright. You just walk around then. That's cool. Do I want the poop trinket? I probably do, but I'm fairly lazy. Oh yeah, I never actually opened those 3 chests, did I? Oh well, I'll open these ones. There we go. It's pretty much the same thing. I can totally swear these that's exactly what we would have gotten otherwise. So yeah, right? I can totally guess these things really, really well. And you can count on me for never lying. Yeah. We're at least getting a lot of health. We're getting reasonable damage as well. Like, we'll probably be okay. But this run's not overly exciting yet. I'm not overly excited. Also, Robo Baby, please. What are you even doing, Robo? When do you fire? Why was he not shooting at the people on the walls? Why was he just sitting there being nothing? Just sitting there minding his own business. Which I guess is good. It's a good thing to mind your own business when dealing with people you've never met before when they're stuck on a wall. Like, they could be stuck on a wall for a reason. And it would be very rude to question that if it turns out that in their culture, it's very rude to question that. So that's why I didn't do it. And that's why Robo Baby didn't do it either. I actually cried all over them until they exploded, which is probably rude in their culture as well. But I am somewhat of a culturic barbarian. So much so that I use words like culturic. And I mean, that's enough of a reason, really. That's enough of a reason to just shun me to the highlands. Shun me to the highlands where I will never be seen again. And that's where I lived happily ever after. The end. I hope you guys enjoyed my story. I give it a 9 out of 10 personally, but I am quite judgmental of my own story, so there is that. There is that to consider. Hey, just we used 1 bomb and we got 2 back. Wow, this is amazing. Did our shop have anything good? We got the Humbly Bumbly here, didn't we? And like the habit, yeah. That's the shop I was in. I remember now. I remember what it was like in that there shop. I'm blowing up every mushroom. Are you a wizard? Well, no. That's why I can't look at anything anymore. I guess the idea is that they have the effect of a magic mushroom because they came out of one. And that's why Are You a Wizard exists. There's probably another reason for it being called Are You a Wizard. But I'm gonna go with that one. That's my canon now. That's my lore canon right there. Look at that. Who is the wizard right now? It's me. Pentagram. No devil deal. Good. Who needs one? I'm a wizard. Maybe. Someone asked me once, and I gave a very illegitimate answer. And that's good enough for me. That's close enough of being a wizard for my taste. And I've tasted many a wizards before. And I have to say, it was quite delicious to eat that much magic in one bite. And that's how you get cereal toast crunch. Is that even a real cereal? I don't know. I'm actually very unaware of any cereals anymore. We always just had like Kellogg's cornflakes. And even those we had rarely. Because they were very expensive. Back in the day. Back in the day, those were priceless. They were like salt and cinnamon back in the 1400s. That's how expensive they were. But then no one wanted them anymore, and they became quite cheap, and all was well. But originally, they were like salt and cinnamon back in the 1400s. I was there. I know what it was like to buy salt and cinnamon back in those days. It was a hard time. If you wanted to do a cinnamon challenge, you really had to go all out. You had to spend a lot of money to do a cinnamon challenge. Also, a ladder, cool. I've actually seen one of those in a while. Ooh, Aquarius. Wow, cool. Nice. Alright, neato burrito. Yeah, imagine that. Doing the cinnamon spoon challenge or whatever it's called. I never remember what these challenges are called because I quite frankly don't care. But doing that challenge back in the 1400s, that would have been considerably more tricky than it is now. Plus, you'd have, like, the internet wasn't there yet, presumably. I don't think the internet existed in the year 1400. I mean, I was there, but it was a while ago, and my memories of having the internet and not having the internet are just sort of mixed around now. I'm pretty sure Napoleon had the internet. I'm pretty sure he did. And I can definitely say, without a doubt, that I cannot actually remember when Napoleon was alive, because I don't use that knowledge on a day-to-day basis, and I don't actually find Napoleon very interesting. So there is that to consider. But I'm pretty sure he had the internet. And I'm pretty sure he also did the cinnamon challenge. Is it really just called the cinnamon challenge? It sounds like there needs to be another word attached to that challenge name, because just the cinnamon challenge, that there could be anything. You could just be fighting a wrestler called Cinnamon Joe, and I mean, you'd be challenging Cinnamon. So I don't really know why I don't know about this. I'm questioning all the authority on these things right now. I hope someone can explain to me what the cinnamon challenge is both called and what it was called in the 1400s if you were to translate it to English of that time period, because the language has changed somewhat in the last 600 years. Slightly. There have been some changes, and it might be possible that in that time they renamed the cinnamon challenge to something else. Maybe the word cinnamon didn't even exist yet, but I don't know. These are the kind of things you need to consider. Like, what can you imagine a time where there aren't people on the internet eating a spoonful of cinnamon for your entertainment? Because I can't. I don't know what that's like. That's impossible for me to imagine. And I bet it's impossible for a lot of other people too. So think about it, guys. Before you judge history, just know that they didn't have the cinnamon challenge, probably. Or at least not in the same shape as we currently do now. And that's a tragedy. And that's terrible. It's terrible, guys. Think about that's why Thomas Edison was such a horrible person. If he had the cinnamon challenge back in his day, he'd be better at being who he was. But instead, he turned out to just be the biggest jerk in the world. Think about it. Thomas Edison could have been the greatest person to ever live if only he had access to an internet connection and cinnamon. But since none of those things existed at the time, that's what history is now. Like, it used to just be that it was hard to attain. Now they just no longer exist entirely. Because those things were a fiction, just written up by William Shakespeare and his crazy words. Because let's be honest, he wrote down a lot of words which now mean something, but 1400 years ago they certainly didn't. 1400 years ago, Shakespeare would have been laughed all the way to the guillotine for making up such ridiculous words, and it would have been tragic. Where was I going with this? I don't actually remember, but somehow I ended up on cinnamon challenges and general good stuff. Where's that? There it is. I was like, I'm going to fight the boss with chariot card and it's going to be amazing. But instead, I have not the chariot card, and it made me really horribly angry and a little bit racist. So it's a good thing that I found that chariot card, because it wouldn't have ended well for anyone involved. Now, however, we can much use this chariot card against this boss and run into his back sometimes and maybe do damage. That didn't really work very well, did it? That was not the most effective thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm actually gonna have to use Robo Baby 2.0 to kill this guy, because he's not cooperating with me right now. Yeah, Magic Mushroom. Good. Sure, why not? Might as well take it. It's pretty much free anyway. I'm only losing a red heart container. I don't really care so much about that. Not a soul. Hermit. Bleep flap floop. Ugh. Ugh. Disgusting. I'm gonna buy this battery for no reason. Ugh. Because I'm so angry at this moment in my life. Speed down. That probably doesn't really affect me that much because I am on a horse and that sets my speed to a certain limit. I think that sets your speed to like a minimum that is higher than your usual minimum. So I don't mind so much. Speed down pill. Ah, screwed. That's what that pill is. That pill is like, oh, I'm gonna beat that guy. But look who is the winner now. It is me. I'm out of bombs. What the hell? How did that happen? I have a Humbly Bumbly. How can I be running out of Bumbly Womblies? I mean, I did bomb a lot of skulls. I did bomb a large quantity of skulls during this run, but still, I'm actually running out. That's just preposterous. That's not supposed to happen. Am I really that verbose in my bomb usage? Am I really that explosive in my behavior? Is that what is going on? What? That's donkey louse. Horse! Whoa, that goes really fast when you get to the other side of the room. We need more big rooms so I can horse more. I would horse more ordinarily, but I would only do it in really big rooms where I can fight Pin. And there's only a couple of those, and only really on this floor ever. But we need more of them. We need more. Hey! I'll take both. Yes, thank you very much. Black candle, more like best candle. We can't actually get our boss rush anymore. That's kind of sad. I don't know. I wasn't really going for it, I suppose. But still, it's kind of sad that we can't get it anymore now. Do you really want anything on this floor? Not really. I mean, we got the shop and the item room already, so might as well just keep on going. Might as well just keep on going. There's no real reason to keep on not going. Huh. She actually knocks the Robo Baby away when she stomps on him. I didn't actually think enemies would interact, or followers, or whatever he is, that he would actually interact with, like, physical things at all. I thought he would just clip through everything, but apparently not. Mom actually pushed him out of the way a little bit. That was very weird looking. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Or maybe I just never noticed it because no one ever pays attention to Robo Baby 2.0, but who knows? I definitely didn't know about that currently, so I learned a thing. And that's what makes these runs worthwhile. I'm just going up. I'm lazy. I'm feeling a little bit lazy today, and I don't particularly feel like not being lazy currently, so we're going to the upwards. I do like this flying, though. I'm glad we got flying early on. It's quite nice. I like to be able to fly immediately and deal a fair amount of damage with reasonably ordinary tiers. Like, we've gotten a lot of pretty good items, but anything like super extraordinary or anything. And that's what makes this run kind of okay. Like, okay, it's just one of those runs where it's like, alright, yeah, sure. Just hit me. Hit me with your big old laser face. And I'll pretend that it doesn't hurt my filios. I'm pretending real hard, like. But I'll be honest, I'm crying on the inside. Joker card. Now I kind of wish I took that negative instead, because I could have skipped the womb too, but oh well. What are you going to do? Nothing to do. But we did find a secret room. There is a book of secrets which could give us some good old mapping. But I don't want maps. I already know where everything is, because I'm amazing. I am psychic, and I know everything. I know everything there is to know, and I do not need more knowledge. I need not a book of secrets, for all the secrets are already in my beautiful face. And I'll have you know, when there's this many secrets inside your beautiful face, it gets quite crowded. A lot of secrets in this here world. You don't want to keep that many secrets in a singular head, but here they are, stuck inside me. I could use my card against humanity in this room, but the only downside to that idea is that I would hate myself. And that's kind of sad. But it does sound kind of hilarious. Plus, we can fly anyway, so who cares, right? We got all the time in the world. Look at how beautiful this is. Look at how it fills up majestically. Can I actually destroy poops with this attack? No. Would have been cool if I could. If I had a knife, that room wouldn't have been so bad. But as it is now, I'm sort of contemplating on not destroying every single poop in this room. Because as you can see, it takes a fair quantity of time to get through even a single line of poops. Even a single line of poops, and the reward for all this destruction, it's not really that high. It's not really the highest reward in the world. I'm gonna see if my devil deal has like a knife or something. Then I might come back to that. Oh, alright. Flying. Yeah, I mean even more flying than we already had, so that's good. You need more flying when you're starting to run out a bit. You might accidentally fall down, and that sucks. Falling down when you've been flying all this time is very disconcerting. Fred, with a flying move, not that good at living, I'll be honest. Fred's not the best at being a boss. I think I've probably said this before, that he's just not really the best in the world at doing anything. Outside of looking cute and sitting, he's pretty good at sitting. He has kind of cute arms as well, but that's really about it. That's really about it. Where did he go? Where did your friend go? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. That would, yeah. Yeah, alright. Shame I got that fate now. Because now I'm going to get a heart container again in the next floor. I guess I could take that. See if I can get rid of that heart container later on. Whoops. There we go. Let's do some poop removal. Oh, this is the good life. This is the good life right here. There's an entire room filled with poop and a knife to get rid of it all, just like in real life. This reminds me of back when I was a sewer system. And I just transported poop all day long. That's what my job was. Being a non-sentient piece of structure. And let me tell you, it was worthwhile once I started getting knives. Every sewer system is greatly improved once knives are added to the equation. Let me tell you, having knives as any sort of poop management facility, perfect. You can become the next star in a James Bond movie. You can just generally become like part of an evil mastermind scheme, and that's pretty fun. Like, you need to have some pretty specific skills to be part of an evil mastermind's plan. Like, you need to have like some either laser coming out of you to split your heroes in two. Like, you need some really like gaudy ways of like destroying your enemies that don't, like, they really take a lot longer than any other method, and there's really no point to it either, but the idea behind it is really cool. And that's what a sewer system with knives is. It's just really nonsensical and somewhat unnecessary, perhaps even. But let's be honest, it does look a lot cooler than a sewer system without knives. Because that's just a lot of poop flowing around, and that's not really that exciting. Not many people are that excited by really large quantities of poop floating around a body of water. I mean, I have seen some videos of people that were pretty excited by it, but I like to keep that part of my dark and horrible past behind me and pretend that I never saw that happen in my life. But let's be honest, we can't unsee these things. Once they've been shown to you, they're with you for life. Just like a dog. They're not just for Christmas, they're for all of eternity. Do I want to destroy these? I mean, I don't really... I guess I could play around with the key beggar, but I guess I could give this guy some stuff. The key beggar, I mean, I could play with him, but I don't really want anything from him, really. Let's be honest. I'll take that. I'll take that, I guess. I'm just gonna blow these things up. Maybe get some extra consumables. Got my bombs back pretty much. Plus I got my coins back pretty much. So it's all good. Let's just go in the right direction every time and clear this run up as quickly as possible. That seemed like a pretty fun idea to me. And I hope that sounds like a pretty fun idea to everyone else as well. Because we got a horse. And when you got a horse, you need to speed up the process. Because that's what horses are generally used for. They're used for speeding up transportation. And that's what this horse does pretty well too. This horse, pretty speedy method of transportation it is. Much faster than walking usually. How did I not take damage there? I don't know. I'm just that good by accident. That's how I roll. As long as you don't take damage, you can just pretend that it was all according to some master plan of killing those eyes. Whereas instead, it was very obviously by accident. Like once I start saying words like instead, like what does that even mean? What does instead mean? That's not a word. There's so many other words I could have used that would have actually existed, but instead I chose instead. It's just nothing. It's just nothing at all. It's nothing is what it is. I'm gonna kill a heart now. I hope that's okay with you guys. If it's not okay, please write a 7 in the comment section below. If you like the number 7 a lot, please write another 7 in the... Like, there's a lot of numbers you need to have at the end of this video in your comment, because otherwise I'm just not gonna understand what you thought of the video. But if you have just a large quantity of numbers, which I will definitely have forgotten everything about by the time this video gets uploaded, then, yeah, that'll be good. Just numbers. Maybe even use some numbers that I didn't even mention, just for the sake of it. See if I notice. If I don't notice, write a 3 on the next video. This is gonna get very convoluted, but it does make for a very exciting adventure. I'm gonna go use this Joker card now. Oh yeah, 3 red chests. Wow, nothing. So cool. Best chests. So nice. Sun card. I guess I could see if there's a secret room somewhere over here. I mean, there's potential. It had potential, but it was all a ruse. I think I have to go down. It seems downwards based. What do you think about this war? War doesn't have many thoughts because he just exploded. Because he just got stabbed a lot. And even war can be stopped by just stabbing a lot of people on horses. That's how it used to be in my day, back in 1400 BC. I was there at the time. That's when I was born some years ago. The nice thing about the term some years ago is that no one really knows what the word some means. I mean, people generally assume it's a small number. But since I've been speaking about being alive for like the last 3,400 years, the word some can have a very different meaning to me than it would to you. So logically speaking, me using the word some can mean anywhere between like 5 and 1,000 years, really. I mean, using some to say a third is fairly unreasonable, I think. But still, I'm a pretty unreasonable person, let's be honest. I'm not the most reasonable of people. I'm talking about sewers with knives everywhere. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm clearly not in the right position to judge people based on those things. I'm gonna kill Isaac. Like, that seems like a pretty fun idea right now. I guess I could see if I can get a Wheel of Fortune card. Still need to get that secret room item at some point. Although I can't actually re-roll it, which I guess is a problem. I guess I could play with that machine for a bit. I'm gonna play with the machine for a bit. There's a chance we could get like a rune of bear throw or something like that. That would be pretty rad. We could get some soul hearts maybe. Well, we got the money for it. We could get the poop trinket, which is marginally better right now. The poop trick is actually marginally better right now because we're flying and it can't actually block our path, but I think I'm still just gonna leave it alone, sadly. Still just gonna leave it alone. Getting a lot of tarot cards from this thing at least, and a worm. A whipworm, which I don't think really does anything with this build, but still it's pretty fun. It's a whippy wormy. Look at all these things we're getting. Look at all these things. That diamond, say it actually is. I totally guessed it. Oh, a lucky rock as well? Well, that was worthless. Thanks to diamonds, we can just keep playing. We can just keep playing. Judgment. I guess I'll take Judgment. That seems like a pretty fun one to keep. Yeah. I don't think... Is there really anything? I mean, either Judgment... I guess the Judgment could technically become the key beggar, so it would probably be the best out of all the other ones. Hooray! We did it! We destroyed the thing. I guess I'll take this one. I've never actually taken this on a next floor before. I've never actually shown off the effect of Maggie's Faith, I don't think. But what it does is you go to the next floor and then you start off with an Eternal Heart. It's kind of neat if you get it on like Basement 1 and win a lot of red heart containers. If you want to unlock Magdalene, which doesn't really correlate with Maggie's Faith, since you need to have unlocked Magdalene before you get Maggie's Faith. But still, if you modded your save file to have this trinket unlocked, it's pretty good. pretty diddly darn good. Why? Why do you hate yourself? I just want you to give me a thing. I don't want you to blow yourself up. I don't want you to blow me up. Yeah, sure. Why not? Why? Oh, Emperor card. I could end this quickly, but I'm not going to. I'm going to extend this as long as possible. And you guys are going to hopefully enjoy this. Hey, alright, what do we got? There, the boys. I'll take that one, I guess. I'll take that one, I guess, as well. I'll just take all of them. Why not take all of them? I have no reason. Empty room. Oh no, I'm going in the wrong direction. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I just took damage. I'm mad now. But as you can see, I have an eternal heart now, so it's all good. Thank you, Maggie's Faith, for having faith in me. Yeah. Where's my secret room at? I don't see it. I don't know where it could be. I already checked out like almost every single spot where it would most likely be. Thanks to the big old helmet that I got on my face. But I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. It's hiding from me. Why do you hide from me, world? Game thing? I don't want that. But thanks for the offer. Thanks for the offer of lowering my damage gauge. Perfect. Neato burrito, as they say. I do say Neato burrito a lot lately. And I don't plan to change my ways in that regard. Where is my secret room, mate? Where is my secret room? I just want to find some secrets. That's all I want. Please, game. Let me find Jurassic Park. Let me find a way to unlock these platinum gods. I don't actually know where it would be. I guess it could be in the corner to the right. It's unlikely that it's anywhere else, really. I guess it could be in the corner to, like, on the left over here, but it'd be weird. Wouldn't that be weird? I think that would be pretty weird. Man, this run's so weird. Or is it? Maybe it is not here. Yeah, it's not. See? This doesn't make any sense. Where's my secret room at? Yo, I got a big old helmet with a lamp on it. I can tell where everything is. I got the sights. I got the knowledge. But why do I not have the knowledge about this singular secret room? Why? It's not even here. I don't know why it would be here. I genuinely have no idea why I even checked out this singular room. And I'm actually a little bit mad about even checking this out. I'm even slightly mad about giving it a chance. It might be, I guess. No, it wouldn't be there. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is, guys. Let's try out this room. Hello. Hey, we found it. It was in a weird spot. Why are you over there, secret room? Why are you being weird about it? Wow. That's just weird. No reason for you to be there. Look at all this golden poop. Look at it. Golden. Poopy. Disgusting. Ugh. For some reason, the thing went all the way over there. That's not good. Alright, beggar. I believe in you. I think I can just blow him up and I'll get an item regardless, but whatevs. Aha! Portable slot. Now, I don't think we can actually get a pair throw rune from that. Because that wouldn't make sense. That's my reasoning. If I had gotten the thing where I could carry around 2 tarot cards, then I guess there would be a chance because I think you can get a pill from that thing, but I don't think right now I got that thing, nor the patience to actually try it either. So there's a lot of downsides to that plan. But I did get a portable slot, so that's pretty cool. Pretty happy about that. Adversary. I'm still uncertain if like holding the dagger is actually slower or faster than shooting it. Because it used to be faster to shoot it slightly. Like you would just sort of nudge it like this over and over and it would be faster. But that was in the original Isaac. And I've never actually checked if it is faster to just hold it. Because I feel like it is actually faster to just hold it. Like this. But the problem is you need to actually be close and scary and stuff. And that's kind of scary and close and stuff. And I don't like that. Full heart, yeah! Now we can take on the blue babs. Now we got what we need. I'm really good at video games. I can stand still for a small period of time and win that way. Yeah, I'm not even pressing buttons anymore. Yeah! And it was all thanks to my horse. my horse, knives with sewers. That's right, knives with sewers, not the other way around. And whatever else I've been talking about during this wonderful Binding of Isaac run. Win streaks back at a number below not 10. What? That doesn't, whatever. Let's just stop. Let's just end it right here while we're still at like the top of the world. So if you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys next time, because it'll be great again. Bye bye.